What are these? These are not bananas, these are plantains. Okay, so I bought these at 99 Ranch, and what I'm going to be making out of them is a plantain dessert. Come and watch. Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living. Okay, so the next one here, these are perfectly ripe. We're going to use a knife, cut off the ends. Take a little piece here and taste it. Oh, it's perfect. And we're just going to peel it off. Now, sometimes you have to peel these. These are ripe enough. You see how that skin doesn't exactly come off? Get off what we can and peel the rest off. These are very, very ripe plantains. You just peel them off. Now, these are not bananas. You got to remember that. You pop in your mouth, you're going to say, ooh la la, it is not a banana. Okay, we peel this off. And what normally you do with plantains is you fry them. I don't like frying. I am going to bake them. Totally different. Okay. Peel this off like this. Try not to break the banana too much. Get that skin off the top of it. Now, some people eat these banana skins, but I don't do that. Okay, these plantain skins. Alright, so this one looks like we're going to cut this one right there. And then we're just simply going to get this last skin off here. We'll probably have to cut it off. There. Okay. Now, when I did last time I made these, I cut these in a flat. It was my first experiment with plantains. This time we're going to cut them in like a radius. Cut this off over here. So watch, we're going to cut this. And you want to try to keep them, cut them about the same thickness. And all of these are going to be baked in the oven. And so this is just another vegan dessert. We have family coming over, and we're going to feed them some surprise plantain desserts. Okay, so close to the same size as possible. And you're going to use a metal pan with parchment paper, and you're going to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes on each side. And you're going to need to do that on both sides. And it's not going to totally dehydrate them like a banana chip. Okay, so it's going to take me a little while to get these cut. So come back in a few minutes and I'll have all this done and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so the next step you do after you've cut the plantains is you stick it in the oven. Now you set your oven at 350 degrees. This one is not quite ready, but in a few minutes it will be. Alright, so the oven is brought up at 350 degrees. Take your plantains, put it on a cooking sheet, and what's underneath it is parchment paper. That's why that white is there. Push it a little further than that. And then set the timer for 20 minutes. Like that. Alright, we'll see in a few minutes. And over here what we're doing is in the double boiler, in the stock pan, we are boiling water. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to melt chocolate chips. Okay, so wait a minute and I'll show you what I do next when it's boiling. Okay, once the water is boiling, take your chips that's in the bowl and stick it inside the water. Watch out, it's hot. What you're doing is, if you have a double boiler, you can do this much easier. But if you don't have a boiler, you could do it this way. The water around it is going to melt the chips, and then it'll be nice and safe. So you can overcook your chips if you put them in the microwave. You have to watch it all the time. This is a good, safe way for them to be cooked. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, so to get it a little creamier, I put in some Earth Balance, a huge tablespoon. And because it was really getting thick, I also put in some almond milk to thin it out. It's ready to come out. You can see Now it's liquidy. That's what you want. So mix it a few minutes. I'm going to turn off the burner. And I'm just mixing it so that it's all the same consistency. And this will be all ready for when we put this on the second side of the plantains. Okay, see you in a little bit. Using thongs, you can pull your bowl out. Okay, so the plantains are ready to come out to be flipped. Now the hard part is that now you have to flip all these. So use a metal step spatula. And you see how they're golden brown. When you flip them over, they're going to be a different color. See? Well, they will be. So you got to flip them all over. Okay, and so I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to coat them with chocolate and put a nut on them. Okay, thank you very much. So I did the first 2 rows. What you do is you pick them up this way, and you flip them over, like I just did right here. You do the next couple. And what that does is you're going to cook the other side. This brings out all the sugars into the plantains. See? Just flipping it over. You have to be careful. You don't want to damage the plantains at this point. So just flip them over. And it's going to start drying them out a little bit, which is what you really want. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll show you when it goes back in the oven. Okay, so now that all of the plantains are ready to go, we're going to put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes. Okay. All right, so we're putting it out of the oven right now. We're putting it over here, and we're going to be transferring it on this plate over here. Now remember to turn off your oven. Okay, so once you have the plantains picked up from then you take a little bit of chocolate and you put it in the middle. And what you're going to do after that is you're going to put one little nut on top, like this. So the chocolate is holding the nut in place. Doesn't have to be a lot of chocolate, just a little bit. These nuts are really soft, so they'll go well with the plantain. These are walnuts. I want to try not to drip any of the chocolate on the plate so it doesn't mess up your presentation. Okay, so see me in a little bit until I'm finished. So this is what it looks like. So you put this in the fridge for a few minutes, say like 10 minutes, and then when your party starts you can pull them back out. By then the chocolate will be hardened and it'll hold the nut on better. And let's see what it tastes like right now. So the plantain is sweet with the chocolate, and the nut gives it a little bit of a crunch. Dessert for your party that you're going to. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this channel, please subscribe or give us a thumbs up.